move into our recaps. Tonight, let's kick off with Elward, since you missed last week. Hope you're feeling better. But yeah, if you don't mind recapping for us where you left off with us, and maybe if you have any questions for what happened last time, go ahead.
Uh, Last session we were just recovering with our battle with the druids and Strahd. We had just lost our ally, and all of us were grieving in different ways. We finally got our spoils, but before that, we met our new party member, Isia, I believe. It's been 2 weeks. Which are a little bit fuzzy, but we got a nice payment. I don't know if it's. I think it'd be really important as Barovia is a tough place to live, but with a bit of gold, might survive a little bit longer. And yeah, I believe we were just heading back towards Craig, because we finally completed our objectives, and we got some vine to return, but it seems like we hit a roadblock. And I can't wait to see what you guys have been up to for while I was gone. No need to shoehorn me in if it'd be difficult. Well, and also I'm sure you guys would much prefer to finish this quest as you guys were then. Just have me randomly throw in, so as your victory. So
Well, Elward is present and ready to go, man. He's been right there with him, throwing the DM's perspective of his personality in as much as he possibly could stand. Thank you, man. Go ahead and take your inspiration. And indeed, a bit of gold can never hurt, and the wine surely cannot hurt. The people of Crake definitely a bit merrier upon our return due to your efforts. Thank you. Go ahead and take your inspiration, and we'll see you next. Next will be Dimitri, if you don't mind continuing our recaps.
Yeah, we made it back to Craig, where we found out that there's some like psycho carnival type thing going on, and that the kids disappeared into this quote unquote fun house and never came out. And then when parents got worried, they went in, but most of them, if not all of them, ran out screaming or something because of something they saw. Like it was really insane. And then Winrow went straight for the lady. I can't remember her name, but she went straight for her and then went to go attack her. And then tentacles came out of the box and threw us into like this mine cart thing, which brought us right into the fun house. So now we're trying to make our way through the fun house. And so far we found one of the children who is just like wants to sleep all the time, and he's very cranky. And then we ended up having to we tried to knock him out because he was attacking us, and then Nessa cast a spell. I think it was suggestion, and suggested he go lay back down and sleep. So that kind of avoided that. And then the sad part is we found Shaoliki, an old version of Shaoliki, dead in what looks like a hall of mirrors type area. But she had a like this makeshift shotgun. I think it was called a boom gun that she had made. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough to let her escape the funhouse. And then Dimitri breathed in some gas that made him fat. That's about where we ended.
Yeah, that's a well-rounded recap. Thank you. And Yeah, I like that Shaliki had a bit of a memento from your time with her, Dimitri, but unfortunately a bit of tragedy as well. Thank you. Go ahead and take your inspiration, and we'll see you next. Next will be Winrel, and totally okay to say pass or something if you aren't able to speak up at this time, but if you are, feel free to go for it.
So I guess one of the interesting things discovered in the house is that Dimitri found a list of all of the children's names and kind of like potentially hints about their role within the circus. And one of the things that I found particularly interesting was that Rictavio took the children into the circus, and his was Carnival Master Extraordinaire was his little title. Um, so he's supposed to be, super all powerful wizard, but is he in on it? Did he get defeated by this place? So that's going to be interesting to unravel. Um, Shaliki, who we found deceased, as Dimitri said. Uh, Hers was she'll take your voice away. So luckily, we don't have to figure out what that was about. Um, and then Fallon, the sleeping child, was an explosion of fun. So that is interesting. Um, so the rest were those were actually pretty much the scariest ones, I think. Some of the other ones was Best Baker, Survivor, uh, No Fish Can Outswim His Cast. Anyway, so that'll be interesting to see how that ties in and how close that is to our experience as we try to find the other children. Um, the other thing is Winrel, while in searching the funhouse, found a hole with snakeskin in it. So it appears the party may have another potential run-in with snakes in Barovia.
It had to be snakes. Yeah, yeah. You guys, that's very insightful. I think just really paying attention to that advert that listed the brand new workers at the funhouse and their descriptions. Sometimes, yeah, what's it's not just mere decoration, but actually maybe a little bit of a clue to beyond what you're seeing. Thank you. Go ahead and take your inspiration, and we'll see you. Oh no,
That's it for me.
awesome. Thank you for the wrap up, and Nisha, we'll close out tonight with you and your recap.
Yeah. So I guess before we hit Craig, we did have a random encounter on the roadside on the way to Craig with some animated scarecrows that kind of attacked us on the road. So we had to dispatch of those. Um, upon entering Craig, some great role play from Winrell as she went full kind of mama wolf mode. Upon hearing the children had been the guards at the gate had basically kind of alluded to the fact that like, oh yeah, the kids, and so she was like, the fuck, and she marched ran right to the marched right to the um crap, I'm spacing on her name too. Um, but marched right to the like the leader's house. I was like, what the fuck? And then kind of whooshed us onward to uh, the site of the carnival tent. Uh, like I think the only thing that hasn't been mentioned yet was our means of transport into the tent was by way of tentacle, not by means of kind of standard entry, but we were kind of humming and hawing, and I think positioning very threateningly with seemingly an old woman in a organ grinder monkey and some uh, kind of ethereal tentacles kind of whipped us into the tent and threw us into the funhouse. So that's we find ourselves now kind of potentially trapped in there. Um, and there was a baby hippo
with a sign welcoming us to the funhouse. And then the rest is Dimitri and Winroll have kind of described between that finding Fallon and the other young girl, now fully grown, very interestingly. And as we made our way through the funhouse, as my emojis alluded to last week, we got a fat Dimitri. And I think where we ended off was the group was kind of further searching, being led by a Mama Wolf Winrow, and Amnesia has yet to cross the threshold of this of this fat trap. So guess we'll see where we end up.
Yeah, I think it's such an interesting thing that happened. You know, when Rail seemed to be a bit standoffish towards the children, but the whole reaction of getting into the funhouse showed her colors, that she definitely seems to care a lot about these children, and all as we all do. Quite interesting. And I'm glad you remembered Bubby as well.
Well, you cut out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure if it's me or not, but your sentences seem to cut off after like seemingly a few, like 5 to 10 seconds into what you're saying seem to.
Charging battery.
Is this any better?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can always hear you at first. It seems like anytime it's a sustained audio like push, it seems to like cut out after like 5 or so seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. They would cut like it just kind of.
Yeah, my headset might have been low on battery. I just plugged it in. It might have been cutting out from low battery or something. But I thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah,
Okay.
I definitely think it's interesting that that when Rail showed how much she really cared about the children, with the passion of which we wanted to figure out what went wrong and how can we save them. And I'm glad that you remembered Bubby as well, the hippo. That was one of my favorite NPCs in this adventure. And the Vistani crone outside is definitely some creepy art. Very, very creepy art. But thank you. Go ahead and take your inspiration as well. And does anyone have any questions before we move back into session? Cool. And Elward, you are currently with the party. I kind of roleplayed him up to where we're at. So to set the stage a bit, we're still kind of halfway in the mirror maze and halfway out. Winrel and Dimitri kind of stepped out and saw behind this foggy mirror door this creature. It looked like half woman, half snake, kind of slithering around in a showcase room. Just beyond, everyone stepped through the gas except Nisha. Maybe she's still kind of looking at her reflection, a bit disgusted at the distorted and gaunt features that it shows. And we also hear this thud, 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 kind of emanating down the hallway. Nisha, you'd have the best kind of hearing it coming from the northern passageway. But story's in your hands, guys.
I'll kind of call down the hallway to everybody who's kind of past this trap point here. I don't suppose you found a off switch for this ailment before us. I'd rather not go walking around this funhouse looking like him.
There's no reason to get rude.
Come on, fat
Oh my
Dimitri, we
God.
can do it. Let's go.
There's no reason to be rude. Just bursting out of the armor.
So are we presently in the gas? Or,
No. It was like right here. I think you and Winrow were able to pass through without being affected, but Dimitri wasn't so lucky.
Yeah, because I assumed it was a pressure plate, so I went to go jump over it, and then it went off anyway.
I can put my puppet in the fold and try to tinker around with the trap.
That would be appreciated.
Sure. So where exactly is the trap again?
We don't know what the trigger is, but it is some sort of like spray gas thing that apparently, if you fail, you get turned.
Sure. I'll move up Irina Puppet onto the supposed pressure plate.
Yeah, she kind of moves over this space just here to the south of, it's like one more step to the south. As she does, this just burst of purpley gas kind of spurts up all around her, and let's see, is she immune to being like her like physical shape changing?
Let's see. Assume so.
I'm gonna say for this one, she's possibly affected because it's kind of
Sure.
give me a wisdom saving throw for Irina. That is just enough. You force your puppet to move into this trap, knowingly what's going to happen, and force him not to be affected by it.
And then as the trap is spraying, I take out my tinker's tools and immediately start working on the mechanism that shoots out the spray.
Nice. Yeah. Maybe at this point, you guys have seen it over and over. You kind of see these little tiny like sprinkler jets kind of shoot out of the floor, like open out of the floor and out of the side of the wall, maybe even out of the ceiling, and you kind of pinpoint these little jets and try to disable them. And go ahead. You can give me like a thieves tools check, or were you gonna use tinker's tools?
Yeah, tinker's tools.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. You can use whatever ability you think is best. Oof. Yeah, maybe you kind of examine what this problem is, and you tinker around with your kind of the bits you keep in your traveling bag, and you create little blocks, and you kind of stop up the various jets as they kind of spurt out around Irina, and it jams them up, and then you kind of hear like the pressure build up, and then a clunk, and seems like the trap is stopped.
Okay.
You have my thanks. And I'll kind of do like the whole like when you put your hand out to kind of like walk, kind of like gingerly walk over something, like a coat over a puddle kind of thing. So I'll kind of like put my hand out to see if Elward takes it and kind of like gingerly walk past the trap.
Yeah, Irina Puppet will grab onto your hand and do the little the 80s love movies and whisk you up over the trap.
You are talented. Thank you. And then I'll kind of shimmy my way down the hall here.
As you kind of have this conversation and you move a bit farther, and the thumping coming from the northern chamber seems to be getting faster and a bit louder, and you smell like almost like something is burning a bit. But then you regroup with the rest of your companions.
Should we check on that noise? It is very disconcerting.
Oh, yes. Dimitri, let's carry on.
Oh, are we splitting the party?
I mean, Dimitri and I have been pretty much leading the whole way, so I guess it's up to you guys if we're splitting the party.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess if you guys are ignoring it, Nizio will probably ignore it as well.
No, we're going. That's the direction we're going. Is this way?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, sorry, what's the direction?
As Ada kind of wanders up to the north, she gets to a dead end. It looks like, or appears to be like a dead end, and she looks at 3 or 4 other Adas kind of peering back at her. Each one of these Adas, almost like the life has been sucked out, just distorted, very thin, aged, very, very bony. visage of Ada.
Seems this one's a dead end, ladies and gentlemen. Or perhaps there's more to it than meets the eye.
I guess Winrow will try to like scooch by Dimitri's badass up against the wall.
Squeeze up against the wall. I just picture, because he's wearing like leather armor and stuff, it's just like Bruce Campbell from the new Evil Dead when he has like, he pulls like the leather corset, but he still looks like he's like bursting out of it a little bit. Yeah, I'll like, I don't know. Are you trying to move past me?
Yeah, or kind of like shove you along.
Oh, okay, yeah. Where are we going? I mean, I'll move out. I'll just keep going that way.
You kind of zigzag through the.
Towards the boot.
I'll take the.
As you step right there, a puff of red gas kind of poofs out all around you. I need a wisdom saving throw, Dimitri.
Maybe this is the thin gas. Sorry, what was it? Wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw. You stay as fat, Dimitri. The red gas falls all around you, but you feel just as jovial as you did before.
Oh man, I kind of wish I wasted a 20 on something that I actually wanted to fail just in case it was thin gas.
Who has Death Now?
I'll yell back though, or say back that. Watch out, the square also has gas.
Pardon, but who's carrying Death Now? Who's carrying that long-reaching weapon that our old companion was using?
I
Jensen.
don't know. It's either Winrel or Serena, but I think it's just in party.
Perhaps whoever's going out front, maybe it should be one of my puppets, but it's a long-reaching stave, so we might be able to press onto the plates with that.
I feel like maybe Serena has it. Yeah, unfortunately. I did take it, and then I asked Serena if she wanted to use it, and then I think she was like eventually like she would take it, but I can't totally remember.
Does anyone have some sort of staved weapon?
You would have, kind of tinkering around with it, you would have noticed the trap didn't seem to be triggered by any kind of weight. Even Dimitri kind of telling you that as he kind of hopped through the square, it's still activated.
Perhaps maybe magic is involved.
Or fun.
Or fun.
I'll warn everybody of that square, though.
I'm not sure if this is some sort of fun house or Buxie's wet dream, but we'll figure it out. That's gonna be a weird angle for everybody to jump, but we'll see.
But this being close quarters, I'm gonna have the boom gun out just.
Perhaps everybody hug the walls.
Oh yeah, getting a bit sentimental. As you kind of move down the zigzag, it looks like it turns back to the right, and then back to the left, and then to the left again. As you continue down the way, you kind of see the flat pancaked version of your current Dimitri self, but you do see a door at the end of the way. A wooden door.
Perhaps we should catch up to Dimitri. Despite his weight, he seems very agile.
I'll have a listen at the door.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception check.
Yep, wasted that 20.
Word. Did you want to try to stop this one up as well?
I can try, but oh, let's see. I'll move Arena Puppet past you.
I'll move to there and then be like, you read the door back here.
Okay. And then I'll move Irina Puppet onto the platform and watch from where the gas is being shot out from. And I'll give you a wisdom save.
Yeah, red gas poofs all around her. It's almost as if someone's taken kind of a waffle press and just smashed Irina as she goes. She looks to be a little bit taller and quite a bit flatter and really distortedly thin.
Oh, they ruined my work. I worked hard to get the curves just right. Very well. And then as soon as I see the gas jets, I'm immediately have my tinker tools out and immediately start getting to work on that.
Go for it.
Oh man, it was thin gas.
That is enough as you kind of quickly pop in little stoppers into all the little jets. The last one just barely before it retracts back into the ceiling. You hear another clunk and thud, and it seems like the gas is stopped. But we do have an Irina that no Strahd would be attracted to.
That's what's on the inside. Gears and screws. Move along, and Ada will look back at Nisha, close her eyes and smile, and then her jaw drops, and it's very disturbing.
You couldn't really tell
I'm
what
not gonna lie. I think I liked it better the other way.
And then her face adjusts, and she waits for one row to pull up.
You couldn't quite tell what it was, Dimitri, but as you can listen to the door, you could hear like this rhythmic whirring and like kind of a whoa 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 sound.
All right. Yeah. Once everybody seems to be here, I'll open the door.
You're able to open it up, and you come to a pretty interesting looking room. You do notice on the other side of the door, as you kind of open it, it's a door. It's covered in sharp, broken shards of glass. Looks like they're glued to the wood. And just outside is flanked by a brightly lit neon orange sign that reads "Walls of Glass." A smaller, discolored and crumpled paper sign is taped to the wall nearby, above a rubbish bin. But as you kind of look down the hallway, the walls in this chamber have kind of painted, zany, wacky carnival nonsense: jumping unicorns, hippopotamuses, metal constricts, candy, and balloons. It's a pretty happy-looking place. But you also see this strange rotating tunnel down the way. It's a 6-foot diameter circular tunnel that seems to spin full rotation every 6 seconds. It's spinning quite fast and kind of has a candy cane color design, making you feel a bit woozy as you stare at it spinning.
Where was the glass?
The broken shard was on the opposite side of the door that you just opened.
Oh, it's on the back side of the door. Okay.
Yeah, so you kind of seem that you're like coming out of the back, like you actually like you're like coming through the back way essentially.
Okay.
Like the welcome to the halls of glass was on the other side of the door. Like you've just come from the entryway essentially.
I'll step in. I mean, I can see it on my screen, but can I see this person here or no?
Yeah, as you kind of look down the way, what you see is kind of down the 6-foot diameter circular tunnel it's spinning. You kind of see a humanoid that looks like one of the. You can give me an insight check if you'd like, actually. Oh yeah, you would notice who this kid is exactly. But the adult form of him, it's Briggs, and Briggs seemed to kind of like step onto the little spinning platform, and then get trip and falls back into the little side pocket room he's at, and then tries again, and then tries again. Gosh, toot it! Come on, man, you got this.
I have a rope, and I'll call out. I'll be. It was Biggs. Biggs, is that you?
Man, my name is Briggs. Who are you, man?
No, it's me, Dimitri. We're the group that rescued you from the werewolves.
I don't know what you're talking about. We go fishing sometime?
Sure. But do you need if I move by with a rope, which way are you trying to go?
Man, I'm just trying to get out of here, man. What are you doing?
Same thing as you.
Well, come on in. And you see him kind of like pull his fishing rod off his back and cast it towards you. But the hook falls kind of a bit short, and then kind of reels it back in. Oh shucks, man, my luck just ain't with me today. How do you react to that?
No, please don't do that again. We can get you out of here if you just come with us.
Yeah, but man, come on, you can do it too. Come on, be a bit of fun.
I mean, yeah, I'll try and go down the tunnel.
Yeah, you can give me an let's see, an acrobatics check as you kind of step into the rotating cylinder. 6 foot high. Oh no.
Oh man, this is gonna be fucking hilarious.
This is what takes Dimitri out. It's not all the other shit we faced. It's his funhouse.
Well, I mean, it's a rotating tunnel with a fat Dimitri. I mean, that's a.
Everyone can start rolling initiative. Nisha, you hear kind of a slam, and then like a call out, "At last!" And then footsteps. But Dimitri, you step in and you immediately lose your footing, and you begin to roll and tumble and tumble and fall and tumble as you take 2 bludgeoning damage down this little pipe.
Okay.
All right, Dimitri, you're first. I need an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
All right.
All right, you're able to stand up, and you can move if you want.
Yeah, I'll move.
As you move here, I need another acrobatics check.
All right.
You can keep moving if you like.
Right, and then I'm assuming one more to get off.
Yeah, if you want to go north, it doesn't, but if you go left, yeah, I'll need another acrobatics check. You kind of step through this no problem. And as you move there, you see Briggs kind of whip his fishing rod at you. This is normal. That is a hit. As he kind of slashes his hook into you, and you become. No, I'm sorry. The reach is too. Ignore that. You didn't leave his reach. I'm sorry about that. You're totally fine. The reach is 15, so you're still. AO would not have happened because you're still within his reach. Your turn.
Okay, because I mean, I would keep moving, so eventually it's gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I would go here, and then
I need another acrobatics as you can step back into that side of the tunnel. That is just a pass.
Alright. Then I'll move one more, and I'm assuming that goes out of his reach, so...
Are you dashing?
Is this half move?
Oh, well, you stood up.
Oh, yeah, I'm just moving. I just want to get to the other end of this. Stupid friggin' tunnel.
Okay, so yeah, if you dash, you can keep going. But standing up would have taken half your movement.
Yeah, so I'll dash, and I'll keep going.
Okay.
Just trying to get to the end. Just trying to get to the end over here.
And then as you kind of try to step out of this square, he does flick his hook at you and snag you, and you become grappled and restrained.
So now that I can't move, do I just fall down automatically?
Well, you might at the start of your next turn.
Okay. In which case, yeah, because I dashed, so that's it. And I'll just look back at him and be like, "Wait, what are you doing? We're supposed to be trying to escape."
Man, you're the biggest sketch I could ever have. Look how big you are, man. You're gonna give me a trophy.
Oh man.
Sorry. Anisha, it's your turn.
Holy crap, I'm next. Oh, geez, with a 13. That's brutal, guys. All right. Nisa's going to take a step back. Because you said I did hear the voice in the door, the sudden slam in the door.
Yes. Like
Okay,
kind of
so I'll
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I would just kind of relay to the party. I'm not sure we're alone. We might have more company from the rear. And I'll take a step or two back to kind of see. I'll to try and peer down the hallway and see if I can see anything coming. And I will ready a web spell to cast, hopefully like here in this quadrant, for the first if I see something kind of aggressively moving towards us.
Yeah, definitely. Winrel becomes your turn.
Alright. Okay. I think I will try to cast a spiritual weapon by the guy.
Oh yeah, totally. You can do that. I think, yeah, your token tool set up the grasping hand thing. Nice, that is a hit as you kind of cast out your spectral hand and it smacks Briggs. Kind of holds onto his fishing rod as hard as he can. Man, we got a fodder! Hold on tight, Briggs.
And then, oh boy. I am just going to move out of the way, I think.
All right. All right, and this is gonna get cast. All right, Elward, your turn.
new abilities, but I'll save them. So, using a fishing rod, right? Briggs is using a fishing rod to hold Dimitri.
Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull up with Irina, and I'm gonna give you 2 acrobatics. So I can move 10 feet closer. Acrobatics should be +6. Let me use words. Okay, 2 acrobatics. 1 and 2. Oh, I
Oof.
fall.
You step into the first one, and I just gets your chakra strings weren't quite as nimble as you'd hope, and you fall and take some bludgeoning, and she kind of tumbles over and over again. You can still use your action, but your movement is effectively stopped there for this round, and takes 3 bludgeoning.
Like completely done. Like I can't get up.
Yeah, she's kind of tumbling this round.
Sure. Let's to get 8, I guess. Move Yoda over here. Do I want to shoot this guy? Or we established these were kids, right?
Yeah, Dimitri might have told you that this looked exactly like Briggs, and maybe kind of you realized it as well. The kids that you rescued from the werewolf den.
Sure.
Well, that some of us rescued from the werewolf.
Some of us. I don't have the means to do non-lethal, so Ada's gonna get ready. It's gonna shoot a firebolt, but it won't be at Briggs. It'll be at his fishing line. Can I do that?
Fire at the fishing line?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just give you like a heightened AC. You can totally do that.
Sure.
No, that's gonna be a miss. It's kind of hard to maybe kind of like your chakra lines. This fishing line is very hard to see. Oh my gosh, and a fumble. Okay. Uh, maybe Ada is like watching her sister puppet Irina kind of twirl and twirl and twirl, and it's giving you the kind of vertigo, and she falls and does the splits.
Why did I come back to D&D? I should just stay gone. Okie dokie. That's my turn. Well, that's my welcome back, I guess.
Welcome back, Elward. Do you need me to do the done button, or do you have it? Briggs is gonna go. Briggs has got his hook already attached to you, Dimitri. But as he kind of sees another one into the room, another prone target, he reaches back and he pulls off another fishing pole. So the first one's going to be on you, Dimitri, at advantage. 17 is
100% a hit.
for 9 as he kind of pulls the hook tighter into you, and then he throws the other one at Irina at advantage. 23 is a hit, and she is grappled at that point.
Is it a ranged attack though?
It's just a reach.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like a range because like if it's a ranged attack on a prone target, right? Like that
Right.
should be.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The first time I did it on Dimitri, I double checked because I was like, it seems like that's a range, but it's just a reach.
Totally. I got you.
At the start of your turn, Dimitri, you take some piercing as the hook kind of bites into your skin a bit.
All right.
Oh, no, not 26.
What?
That would be awful. 7 piercing as the hook kind of digs into you a bit, and I need an acrobatics to see if you get caught. Disadvantage to see if you get caught up in this tunnel. 14 is a pass. You're able to. Well, you're still restrained, but you don't get caught up in the loopity loop. You're able to like kind of keep your feet. You're kind of tippy toeing through this as you're cooked on the string.
All right. I'm on here. That's great. Let's see if I can do it. I want to try and. I have disadvantage on my attack roll because I'm restrained. All right, then I guess I will just try and escape the grapple.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me an acrobatics. This will be a normal. No, you're restrained. I'm sorry, disadvantage. 22 is still perfect. You break out of it, maybe like kind of a wiggle and jiggle, and you yank, and the hook comes free. And you hear Briggs call, "Gosh darn it, you aren't going for him, man."
And then I'll move. I'll acrobatics check to. Nope.
To move down one.
I was gonna move here, but I assume either way, moving is just gonna.
Oh no, you're good.
An
If you're moving to the right, you don't have to, because you already made the acrobatics for the check the spot you're in right now at the start of your turn.
Okay, then I will move here, and just I'll fire one warning. Oh, I can't because he's mad. I'll get Matilda out and pointing at him and just be like, "All right, look, man, we're just trying to help you get out of here." And then that's it. That'll be my turn.
Nisha, your turn. Your spell is gone. The web doesn't cast out, doesn't get triggered, so spell slot is gone, unfortunately.
Oh, is that what holding a spell means? Oh, my bad. I thought it just meant like I thought it was like an attack. Like if something came up, I would like cast it kind of thing. Okay. I got you. That's
no,
cool.
no worries.
I was unaware of that.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. If this is the first time this is coming up, no worries. Yeah, if you try to hold a slot level spell, it takes your concentration, and even if it doesn't go off, it takes your spot. That's why a lot of people, when they hold a spell, they just hold a cantrip. But
okay.
that's a very honest mistake.
No, I'm more than happy to. No, I'm happy to play it the correct way. I just didn't know that, so that's.
I'll let it be your call, man.
Yeah, I'll take the hit. I mean, losing a spell slot sucks, but I'd like to play it straight up. So, okay, Nezia's gonna maybe tiptoe, and she'd like to peek around the corner and see if she sees anything with her lovely dark side.
Yeah, as you kind of look around the corner, you don't quite see anything. Maybe you kind of hear footsteps, very close footsteps, like they're going to come around the other corner any second now.
Okay, if I can get a sense of proximity, I will release a web spell, just right here. So it should be pretty much the entire hallway because I think it's like 20 feet. So
yeah, it'll splatter everywhere.
Yeah, it should be like pretty much that entire. I mean, I might even take a step back and just let it kind of fill that entire hallway. So.
Yeah, indeed. It splatters just everywhere, and you hear a call come out. "Egats! Who dares spoil the great Kova?"
And then I'll holler back at everybody. I believe do you all know a Kova? That's my turn.
Winrel, your turn.
Okay. I'll move up to the top so I can kind of get a view on him.
Oh, yeah.
I will cast a I'll cast a guiding bolt at him, and then follow up with hopefully I can do a non-lethal attack with spiritual weapon.
Yeah, spiritual weapon. Well, no, you can't do non-lethal with spiritual weapon. It's force damage, right?
Okay, then I'll just do it anyway.
Oof, 9 is unfortunately too low. That would have been a hefty bolt, but it kind of fires astray. Oh boy, I gotta keep my head on that one. The 15 is definitely a hit as your spectral hand smacks him.
And that'll be it.
I need to give you a dexterity saving throw from the web. You kind of hear a squelch, squitch, squitch as kind of someone stepping through the webbing. 17 is a pass, and it's still difficult terrain, right?
Checking. I believe it is. It actually doesn't. The spell itself doesn't specify that it is difficult terrain. So seemingly,
I
yeah,
think
I'm
it
actually kind of
is.
surprised it's not difficult.
I may be wrong, but I think it is, no matter what. But I could.
Yeah, it says in the first sentence of the spell.
Yeah, the webs are difficult terrain, and lightly obscure this area.
I'm sorry. I was looking down at where the effect ends.
Oh,
My
no
bad. Okay,
worries.
cool.
No worries. Yeah, as you kind of see around the corner, this bright-eyed figure who's kind of so you're not sure if it's one of them or two of them or three of them. He's kind of blurred and the image is a bit weird, but it's a bright-eyed male wearing a magician's cap and top. And he kind of moves into the room, kind of squitching through the web. He kind of throws back his cape. Behold, the great Kova! You will pay for spoiling my act. Critics are not welcome here. And he kind of waves his hands and says, Abracadabra! And he goes to cast a spell. He's gonna cast. Jeez, this guy's got some good spells. He's gonna cast. That'll be fun in this. He's gonna cast Shatter as a booming blast comes out and down the hallway. I'll place but there's the glass just shatters and flies out in shards. I'm gonna add a d6 to the damage, piercing damage. Oof. Let's see. Let me find. Shatter's 10 foot, I think. Foot. No, not a. Be like right there. That would be the center. So it looks like it's only going to be on Unisha. I'll need a Constitution saving throw. That is just a pass. So you take half damage. So it'll be 7 thunder and 3 piercing for a total of 10. And then let's see, that was 10. He'll have just enough to step like kind of to the edge of your web, kind of sidestepping it over here. That is a Kova. Elward, it becomes your turn as you hear this just clattering of shards kind of at your feet, just the mirror maze in disarray. You see a few shards kind of sticking out of Nisha. So that would have been 10 damage to you, Nisha.
Do I have to make a save for Irina?
Oh yes, at the start of your turn. She'll take some piercing damage as the hook kind of digs into her. And an acrobatics to see if she can kind of get out of the caught up part of this, kind of get out of rolling and getting battered. She can. She can stand up.
Okay, she's still restrained.
No, yeah, she's still restrained. But 7 piercing from the hook, but she's not caught up in the tube, kind of tiptoeing along the rolling circular tube.
Okay. I'll use the rest of my movement to get a bait as well. And yeah, Briggs is being very annoying. I don't know if we could save him or not. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're just gonna make a judgment call and try to fire off a firebolt at Briggs.
Cool. Yeah, from Ada.
Yeah. I think I'm still suffering the -2 on attack, right?
Yeah, she kind of getting up from the splits. Her joints, her kind of mechanical joints are a bit sore. 19 is definitely a hit as the firebolt flies through and strikes right into Briggs.
Okay. Is he looking very bad?
Still looking pretty good. Look a little scorched. Kind of got his beard a bit, and it's kind of catched on fire just a bit. He patted it out. Oh boy, that hurt. That stings, man.
You did it to yourself. Hope I still didn't do some updates later, but Irina, with the disadvantage, she's gonna make a spear attack at him.
Bird.
Oops, 1 second. I have to make a lot of read updates. So 10 hits, unfortunately.
10 is a miss, unfortunately, on it. Briggs is kind of a slow, crotchety looking dude, but 10 is still not enough to hit him.
Oh man, and I'm gonna go over here and prepare for whatever is coming from behind us. Actually, let's go over here. Unfortunate. Not my combat. Let's see. Turn.
Alright. Briggs is going to immediately just hook, kind of dig the hook deeper into Irina. 21 is a hit for 11 piercing. And then he's going to try to swing a hook at Dimitri again. Ooh boy, man, I'm going to get you again. You big catch. Biggest catch I've ever had. 20 is a hit. You're grappled once again, Dimitri. And restrained. And that is Briggs.
Don't I get damage?
No. The first one is just a grapple, and then it does damage at the start of your turn.
Yeah, now I get damage.
Yeah, now you do damage. 7 piercing.
I said stop it. And then I'll I guess what I want to try and do is he's an adult now, so it doesn't matter. Kneecap him and then have him like fall into the tube. See if it'll like make him go off balance, so he'll fall into the tube.
I like this. Yeah, he's kind of like rearing back on 2 people. He's kind of using you as a winch, you and Irina. I'll just up the AC a bit. I like this.
Alright. Just a regular shot. Actually, yeah, regular shot.
Yeah, you kind of see this old crotchety Briggs, nothing like the youth that was so bright-eyed and hopeful that you talked to before. And kind of still hopeful, but hopeful of a good catch. You smash him at his knee. He kind of stumbles a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna give him an acrobatics check to see how he reacts to this as he kind of stumbles a bit.
Is the 16 hit? Because I'm at disadvantage because I'm restrained.
Oh, 16 still hits.
Okay.
16 is exactly what you needed.
Okay.
He does stay on his feet though, but I'll say he kind of stumbles forward a bit.
All right.
And he's looking pretty rough after that shot.
I won't fire anymore, but I'll throw out another warning, and just all right, Briggs, just stop doing stuff. We're trying to rescue you. And then, yeah, that's it. Well, let's see if the done button works. Oh, no, never mind.
My bad.
That's not good.
Nija, your turn.
Well, Nizia definitely does not like A, being snuck up on, and B, having shards of glass and thunder fired at her. So she's gonna start kind of weaving her hands, and you're gonna see kind of like the people who can see her start to see like kind of like shadows licking off her until she'll thrust both hands onto the ground, and she'll summon a Hound of Ill Omen.
Nice.
Oops, not sure where it went. And I will just say, I'll just point at the crap. I thought forgot his name. I'll point at him and just say, stop, and the dog will attack. I think I'm supposed to roll its own initiative roll though, if I recall. Of course, it rolls ridiculously high.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's the spell card. Yeah, 3 sorcery points. Has 3 temporary hit points. And yeah, it looks like it rolls its own initiative. So unfortunately, I rolled super high. So
I don't think this comes up often, but I think let us sometimes lower our initiative rolls if we want to be after somebody.
Yeah, you can permanently. The way I mean, like, you're not really technically supposed to do it, but I don't mind. You can technically kind of hold your action and permanently reduce your turn in the turn order.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it's tough because it wouldn't count in this cycle because the wolf won't be going until the next turn, right? So
yeah, you would just be losing
weird.
a turn.
Anyway,
yeah.
Well, we'll leave it as this for now, just for sake of simplicity. So yeah, so she'll cast that kind of spectral dog will appear, glowing red eyes, very menacing, and takes a very defensive stance as it growls at the approaching human.
Winrail, becomes your turn as you see Nisha kind of casting out some spells and summoning shadow monsters. What do you do?
All right. So I can tell. I assume he's like looking pretty rough.
Yeah, Briggs is also in the circular tube, kind of tiptoeing around, looking pretty rough, with one hook in Irina and one hook in Dimitri.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to brave the tube, so I can try for non-lethal.
There's currently not space to move because it's not big enough for more than one.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I would tell you he could try to do. He could take out Briggs if you want to help Nisha.
Well, can I try to do non-lethal with a crossbow, perhaps?
Yeah. Maybe you have like a blunted arrow bolt or something in it with you.
Okay. Maybe I'll just catch him in the shoulder or something.
Yeah.
I will attempt that then.
Uh, 17 is a hit as you fire out and smack the bolt directly into the shoulder, kind of hurting him but not doing lethal damage.
And I never put my spiritual weapon token. Sorry, how do I do that?
So under, I believe, token tools in your journal, you should see spiritual weapon, and you can just drag and drop it onto the map where you'd like it to be. Do you see that, or do you need help tracking it out? Nice. And now
okay, cool.
You should be able to reposition it.
Yeah, so I think it would have been here from when I cast it, probably.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna try to. Can I move? Can that fit through the tunnel?
Oh yeah, it's small and it's like it's spectral.
Cool.
You gonna smack him with your spiritual weapon?
No, because I am trying to not kill the guy. I just want to move it through. So it looks like I can move it 20 feet.
That's correct. Yeah, and it's not difficult terrain for it to move through allied space. It just like kind of
Cool.
floats through him like a ghost.
All right, I'll move this direction to try to help Ninja out next turn. Okay, that will be.
The great Kova! He will punish you for such awful words. His show is the greatest on Earth. And the greatest on Toril. I do not know what Earth is. Sorry. Point blank with this shadowy creature, he's pretty kind of disturbed. He's gonna cast out this spell because he's not sure what to do about point blank range. Let's say all 3 bolts will go straight for the shadowy monster. So 4 times 3 is 12, and that is Kova.
Okay, 12 and then -3 because I had 3 temporary hit points, so I'll take 9. Nothing.
Nice. It's force damage. That is Kova. Elward, becomes your turn.
Arena takes damage at the start of the run.
Indeed, some more piercing as the hook kind of digs apart her gears and physique. Her very thin physique. Four damage, 4 piercing.
For Briggs' sake, he better hope that I hit this.
And I need an acrobatics as she's still like kind of tiptoeing along the circular, the rolling tube.
Oh no, I forgot about that. Just might need to kill Briggs. Wait, I didn't update or acrobatics yet, so I used mine since we share it.
Nice. She's moving. Oh no, it's a disadvantage because she's restrained. She falls prone and it starts tumbling once again.
Well,
1 bludgeoning.
I was gonna be at disadvantage anyway, so Irina, with disadvantage, is gonna hit Briggs non-lethally with a spear. With a bloody spear
Nice.
that I haven't washed.
Gonna give Briggs non-lethal damage, but a lethal infection.
Yes, that'll show off. Disadvantage.
22 is still definitely it. As he smacks him with a spear. Briggs is still on his feet, kind of tumbling a bit, but still up.
He's not dead.
Any bonus actions for Ada? Or yourself?
He's gonna go for the kill. Actually, no. Howard's been humanized a little bit throughout the campaign. I'll end my turn, but if I'll warn the party if you don't do something with Briggs, I'm killing him myself. And that's my turn. Ada will start coming out this way. Oh, I saw that shatter. Ada's not a big fan of shatter, so I'll put it just outside of the range. And then that's the turn. But Ada's gonna be looking at Briggs with an open mouth and about to shoot a firebolt if something's not done.
Do you want to hold an action? Like use
No,
up
it's
Irina
more
as your
roleplay.
bow? Okay.
More roleplay wise.
Okay, cool. Briggs has to see if he kind of keeps his feet. Doesn't look very dexterous. He's just dexterous enough. He's gonna step back into this room. Woo boy, this may be my biggest catch, but it's gonna be my last one. Woo, let's go, Briggs. He's gonna just pull in the hook on both Irina and Dimitri, both at advantage. So Dimitri is even though like the hook is on you, it doesn't get pulled in any tighter, and neither does it for Irina, and that is Briggs. Dimitri, becomes your turn. Take a little bit of piercing. 8 piercing, Dimitri.
I don't have anything non-lethal.
About the Dimitri.
You've got some daggers.
You could have Elward carry this burden, but I don't know if you want that soul Elward again.
Here's what I want to do. Attempt. Oh, I'm not that strong. Never mind. It's not gonna work. Maybe it will. Okay. So here's what I want to do. I just want to grab onto the line and then just yank. Just move down this hallway and try and yank Briggs into like over here.
Yeah, you can totally. It's like a contested grapple kind of thing. It'll be athletics versus athletics. Go for it.
It's plus. Oh, I should have used. Almost said it.
You still beat him.
Oh, nice. Yes, I'm gonna pull him. I can move half speed. So I'll move. Pulls him through. So I'll move 15 feet. So.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a dex to see if he gets tripped up right here on this first one. He does. So he gets tripped up and so he's gonna fall. And he takes some tumbling damage.
So I'm assuming I can just drag. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you were at 2 once. 10 feet. Yeah, that's proper. Okay. And Irina is still hooked because the reach is 15.
And then I'm out of moves. The grapple was my action. Because it moved my full speed. Actually, I should have stopped 5 feet short. That's alright. I got him out. Perhaps he'll think again. And then I'll say, Briggs, please give up. We're friends. You don't remember us? And then that's it. No, done button still doesn't work.
That's okay. Sorry about that, man. Hound of
Alrighty.
Ill-Omen.
The hound growling is going to lunge out with a bite. Does it, I'm not sure, because I'm partially behind this wall, do I count as a creature within 5 feet for pack attack?
Yeah, you do. And so the attack will be at normal because Kova is blurred right now. It kind of is hard to see. 24 is still a hit though. So go ahead and roll damage.
I was going to say, I'm not sure where the damage...
Oh, click on bite on in the chat. And there you go.
Oh, sweet, there we go.
And here's a strength save and a con save. Keeps constant and doesn't get dragged prone.
Alrighty, that's the hound's turn.
Nija, your turn.
Anesia will raise a hand and will cast a spell at him. Oops, sorry, that's actually not the right spell. Crap. I was gonna cast a ray of frost, but I clicked that button, so you know what? It must be destined. So I'll just keep that one.
And one
But it's
more,
at disadvantage,
one
right?
more roll, yeah, for
I was
disadvantage.
gonna say.
13 is not a hit.
Boo. Okay, no problem. And I think let's see. Bonus was that's all I got for right now.
Winrel, becomes your turn as you see Briggs kind of dragged through the way, the string completely taut on Irina, and comes some serious combat going down the hallway between Nisha and an unknown foe that likes to announce himself.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the spiritual weapon moving around. Does him? Does this make it to him? I can't see around the corner.
You can, yeah. It's still based on your sight, but it does make it to him, and it can it actually is within attacking range at Nisha, and it can share the same space as Nisha because it's spectral.
Cool. This is the puppy. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. That's the Shadow Hound, and the Great Kova is just beyond, saying, "How dare you bite the Great Kova!"
Okay. Can I maybe? Oh, is there not a spot north of Nisha?
No, it's broken and shattered glass. All kind of the walls is just there.
Okay. Can I sneak a spell off maybe around the corner? There's space.
Yeah, just be some cover. Like what are you trying to do?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just going to try a sacred flame at him.
Oh yeah, you can kind of peek over and do that. Let me give you a dex save as kind of some golden flames are up. Yeah, he kind of maybe just he's just blurred and hard to find the right spot, and there's some cover. It's just chaos in that cramped space, and it misses the flames.
Guys, there's some unnamed stranger over here.
Kova's gonna go. Kova sees how cramped it's getting, and is going to attempt another spell. This one will be a bit higher level. Yeah, he's got that level. Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered something. For the Hound, I think he technically has disadvantage on spell saves, so I'm not sure if that makes it even because he has blur.
Oh no, it still would be disadvantage. 16 is still still a success though.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But thank you for the. I honestly have not had a Houndeville Omen in a game yet, so it'll be kind of new to play with. But he cast out another spell, Abracadabra, and is going to cast another batter. Kind of centered. Ooh, he's going to get touched by this. Maybe he's a bit razzled. He can't center it in a way that doesn't hit him as well. Maybe not so great. Okay. Yeah, the center point can't be out of his side. Yeah. All right. I need con saves from the Hound of Ilmomen, Winrel, Nisha, and as well as the Great Kova. No piercing damage this time because the mirrors are already shattered. That'll be 24 damage on a failure, and a 12 on a success. DC is 13. 24 thunder damage on Nisha, and
I passed with the 22. My Hound failed.
oh, thank you. Sorry, 24 on the Hound, and a 12 on both Nisha and Winrel. And that is Kova.
Okay. Does the heavy armor apply, or that's just regular damage as well?
No, it doesn't apply to thunder damage.
Okay, so I take the full 12. Right.
Indeed. And he keeps his concentration. Elward, your turn.
Okay, I can't help them because the tunnel's funneled. I'm in a tight spot. Not a lot of good rolls today. Irina takes damage.
8 piercing as the hook kind of gets dragged deep into her.
Irina has not had a good day. And I'll give you acrobatics.
12 is a pass.
Okay. Am I restrained if I go towards Briggs?
No, not at all.
Got it. So I'll get up and I guess I'm gonna give you 2 acrobatics to.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, you're fine. You can totally go towards Briggs. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's looking string. Yeah. So I'm giving you 2 acrobatics again to try to make it towards Briggs. Give Irina all my movement unless she fails the first
That's the
2.
both are pass. She kind of steps one, steps on the other. Oh no, 10 is a failure because you're restrained. I'm so sorry. She makes it to here and just barely gets tripped up as she's getting ready to like step beyond the tube, and then falls prone and takes 3 bludgeoning as she gets tossed and turned right there.
Off by 1. Alright, going to attack with my spear with disadvantage, non-lethally. But you could tell.
Well, he's prone too, and you were within 5 feet,
so
so
it's
technically
normal.
they cancel out.
Oh, nice. Still non-lethally. Because everybody wants these kids alive.
10 is just a miss still.
That's my rolls today. This kid might just have to die, unfortunately. No, Dimitri's there. Dimitri's there. Irina's destroyed by the start of her next turn. Unless Dimitri does something. Yeah, I'm between a rock and a hard place right now. I'll go over here and ready a firebolt if the female start are retreating, and if our unknown assailant makes it around the corner.
Indeed.
Actually, I'll make it a ray of frost. That way he's slowed down.
Nice.
That's the turn. Finally done with.
Briggs is gonna. He stands up and he tries to yank on the cart. Man, I'll never give up. This is gonna be the greatest catch of my life. And kind of see kind of a maddening greed upon his eyes, Dimitri. So the first hook will be at you, Dimitri, which is already still in you. 23 to hit.
It's gonna be protection.
Protection on. Oh yeah.
Irina's next to Briggs.
Does
make an attack on. I'll give you protection.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
It says you have to be wielding a shield.
Yeah, I am. Wait, no, I'm not. Oh, is it protection also a weapon or an other shield?
You have to wear a shield, but I thought, weren't you using a spear and shield? Or
disconnect the shield in order to use a magical weapon.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't apply. But also, I think the target has to be within 5 feet of you too. I think Dimitri has to be within 5 feet of you.
Okay. Guess I'll be regaining protection then. Let's go out.
Appreciate it. Still up though. It's okay.
Still up. And then the other hook attack comes out. 22 to hit. For 9 piercing as he digs the hook all the way through and kind of rips it out of the fallen Irina. And then Briggs takes a step back, kind of rears back on the hook as much as he can, kind of taunting the other one. Whoa, boy, who's next?
Can Ada turn her head all the way 180 degrees and shoot a firebolt at Briggs?
Well, your ready to action was kind of just specifically
I'm not
towards...
firebolt then. I'll be off. Sorry then.
Sorry, man. Dimitri, your turn. And you take some piercing.
Yep.
11. Ouch.
All right. So do I give you a death save now or later?
Not now. That made you fall unconscious, right?
I'm not saving kids anymore.
Yeah, at the very. That's why I was curious because it's at the very beginning of my turn. I fell unconscious.
Yeah. So the damage would have made you fall unconscious, but you haven't taken any damage since you fell unconscious.
No, I know, but I'm saying it like not fail some, but do I have to make the death save? Like make a death save because those happen at the end of the turn, right?
No, you don't have to make a death save this turn. No.
Okay, well then I'm done.
Houndeville moment.
It did not like getting attacked, so it's gonna make a bite attack at even again, I guess.
23 is certainly a hit.
Whoo, doggy.
The Great Kova looks pretty hurt. And stays on his feet.
All right, that's the hound's turn as it lets out as it maybe rips out a little chunk of flesh there from the Great Kova, and Nesia. Does he still have blur up or?
Let me give you a con save. Thank you. Nope. Blur falls as you can see the Great Kova in all his glory. Kind of the blurred image goes away. You see one of them, and you're able to pin him down.
All right, Nesia will raise her hand at the now single target and say, "You don't seem that great to me," and I will ray of frost him.
It's a point blank, so I'll need a
Oh,
disadvantage.
balls!
Sorry, man.
That's right. Oh, it's all good. No, I completely forgot about that. I've been playing a martial character for so long. Oh, that's the wrong spell. Sorry, wrong spell.
Still take the roll. We'll still take.
It's
Take
the 23. Because the 23 would have been fine.
Okay. Either way, it's a hit. And do you want to describe the kill as your ray of frost destroys him?
Oh, it does. Oh, crap. Yeah. So the dog's gonna take a chunk out, and the ray of frost will kind of just frost him over, as the dog probably takes another bite out of him and just chat.
As you magically slaughter this child that you had no dealing with whatsoever. Why would you care for this child? And Kova falls to the ground dead.
Oh no, Kova was a child.
Well, he looks like a man, an adult man that is into magic.
No.
Anything else on your turn, Nisha?
Oh, nope, completely forgot about the button. Here we go.
Winrail, becomes your turn as you kind of peek around the corner once again and see the little Kova as an adult fall to the ground dead. You can look back down the hallway and you see Briggs with both his rods kind of flailing in the air. Oh boy, I got a big old catch, the biggest catch of my life. Who's next, man?
Okay. So I guess I'll move my my hand back. I was just checking. I can't do. Yeah, I can't. Okay, just double checking. Yeah, so I guess I'll just move it back, and then I will try non-lethal crossbow damage on the. Son of a bitch.
You fire away, and unfortunately, just as hard to move down the way and hit this target. Kova is no longer with us. Elward, becomes your turn.
I'm gonna call out Dimitri. You got this. And then probably not receive an answer, and then they just gonna turn her head 180 degrees, like the Conjuring style or Annabelle. And sadly, I have to do it. I gotta prioritize you guys over kids, people I don't know. I shoot a firebolt at bricks. I'm no longer under the -2 effect. I'll probably still miss this because D&D. Yep,
Oh
D&D.
gosh. Any bonus
Very-
actions?
Very frustrating. I do have bonus actions, but I don't know if they apply for anything right now. Let's just say for now, no. I'm retiring D&D.
Irina kind of just gonna get spiraled out of the little platform, and then Briggs steps in. Oh, and as he gets ready to flail his hooks towards Ada, he gets tripped up and falls prone. So this is a disadvantage. $13 on Ada.
Miss.
And then another miss as he kind of swings
Was
both.
it? Oh, is he swinging both at Ada?
Yeah, as he kind of fall to the ground, he kind of rips the hook out and begins to move towards Ada.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant it was still in me.
No, I kind of did to you. I forgot to describe it. I did to you what he did to Irina, essentially, when you fell. At the start of your turn, Dimitri, I need a death saving throw.
Charging
I'll
battery.
use my inspiration.
Nice, got some advantage. Count on a 20. It becomes a success. Nisha, becomes your turn as you kind of look down the way and you see that there's an old kind of crotchety man tumbling in this tunnel and no sight of several of your friends, acquaintances.
I guess would it have been? I guess I would have heard the conversation with Dimitri kind of shouting out to we're trying to save you, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh yeah, for sure. Between your ears ringing from the shatters.
I will turn and I would just say, "Enough!" And I will point at him and shoot a ray of frost.
He's prone, so we may have to do it again.
Yeah, it'll be a disadvantage. I'm sorry, man.
Man, not being a martial character sucks. Everything's minute.
Welcome to my world.
10 is
Oh,
just a miss.
I'm tired of this guy Briggs, man.
Alright, it's all good.
Winrel,
I'll move. I'll move past Winrow into the room. That's pretty much all I'll do.
Winrel, becomes your turn.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I guess I. Can I get to? All right, I'm gonna see if I can't get up there with a deck save here.
Need an acrobatics.
Okay. I will use advantage here. Inspiration.
You definitely pass as you kind of nimbly step through the area. Do you want to move any closer?
Yeah, I'll go right up to him. And I guess I will go for a non-lethal attack.
You have advantage.
Yeah, sorry, my roll 20 is just lagging a little bit to me.
18 is a hit as you kind of waylay this Briggs with your magic, your blessed mace, and he goes unconscious.
Oh, finally.
Briggs has been the hardest enemy in this entire campaign so far.
Because we weren't trying to kill him. But we're still in combat because we have a dying friend.
Okay.
Any bonus actions, Winrel?
I mean, I guess I still won't know that he's dead, so I guess I'll pass turn.
Cool. Elwer, becomes your turn. As it looks like Winrel laid the final blow onto Briggs, and he's kind of snoring there as he's like the body's tumbling a bit, kind of twisting and turning. Looks like the body's gonna get to the peak of the tube and then fall down, but you still don't see Dimitri.
Dimitri hasn't responded when I called out for him. I think he's dead, or at least not in good shape. I'll leave that to you, but let me see if I can help you get there a little better. I'm gonna take my action to investigate the tube and see if there's like any mechanisms that I can stop, or is it all just magic? See if I can make the travel across a little bit easier for me and Nisha and Winrow.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception check.
Sure, not my strong suit. Investigation, cough, cough. I give you perception.
You kind of look through, and it doesn't look like there's any internal mechanism that's moving this machine. You do see, it looks like some stuff is kind of sticking out of the room, sorry, the northern room of where Briggs was hanging out. I won't give you a description since it rolled so low, but you do see some stuff is over there.
Okay. I'll leave it at that. I'll keep Nisha protected for now. In case we have any other kids who wants to be wants to have attitude.
All right. At the start of Briggs' turn, the body is kind of tumbling and rolling in this whirly pit, and I won't kill him, but he takes technically a death save. But we'll just say he kind of gets beat up a bit and then rolls out, since you guys spent so much effort to not kill this guy. Dimitri, I need a death saving throw, please.
You can have my inspiration.
All right.
Go ahead after this one.
Ooh, another good inspiration. Becomes 2 successes. Nisha, becomes your turn as you kind of maybe becoming a bit more aware of the situation. What do you do?
Nisa's just gonna kind of still herself and pay attention to the snoozing guy on the ground, as well as paying attention for any more footsteps down the hallway there.
Cool. Winrail, becomes your turn.
Okay. I will. I assume it's difficult terrain getting past these these peeps.
Nah, you can step over them. It's okay.
Alright, I can make it either way.
I will need one acrobatics check as you step forward a bit.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Roll 20 is killing me. Maybe killing Dimitri.
No.
It's destiny that the kids kill me.
That's a success. You're able to step through the whirling funnel of joy, make it up to your friend Dimitri.
Okay. I might reload after this turn. This is getting worse, I think. Okay, I will cast Cure Wounds.
Nice. Cool. And that'll end combat.
Ugh. Oh, crap. I was hoping this was all a dream.
Oh. That boy turned out to be quite the fisherman, didn't he?
Well,
Yes, no fish can outswim his cat. Did any of you know Kova? Does that ring a bell?
you say, but I believe he was one of the other children.
Ah, unfortunate. I don't believe he is with us anymore.
Well, I can't really fault you for that. You didn't know who any of these children were. It is unfortunate that it's unfortunate.
That it is. But no matter the outcome, these are no longer children. Despite your best efforts, even if you save them, their lives outside of this tent are not going to be the same.
Well, you don't know that. We could get them out of here, and perhaps they're under some sort of spell, and someone in Crake, like the priest, could help them.
Their lives weren't going to be the same to begin with for what they went through before and living in this place. As cruel as Barovia. But I agree with Nisha. These kids are kind of too far gone. They're too dangerous, as you saw, Dimitri, for yourself.
Look,
We might have to take out a few of them in order to survive. I will do my best to try to not kill them, but the only way I could have killed not killed them was Irina, and she's no longer of use until I could repair.
Good. All I'm saying is that we came in here to rescue the children, and if we end up just killing all the children, then we came in here for nothing. I know they're not children anymore, but I feel like we still have to at least try.
I'm gonna grab the top hat, the dagger, and the spell book, and while everyone was in the other room, Irina will shoot a firebolt at the body to kind of cremate it a little bit. I'm sure that's how a magician would have wanted it to go.
Are you watching when she does this?
Yeah, Howard's not. Howard's kind of is kind of used to this already.
I'm gonna put you to DM chat. I'll be right back, guys. As you kind of shoot the firebolt deeper into this body, it kind of burns a hole and singes a bit deeper, and you see that not really beneath the flesh, the skin of this body isn't human flesh like what you'd expect, like organs and blood and stuff. It's more like this white marshmallowy goo, kind of burnt marshmallows inside there.
Oh man.
I'm gonna drag you back to the other group.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Skinny gas, but
Okay.
All right. Howard's gonna. While everyone's having this sad and somber conversation, Howard's gonna shoot a firebolt that breaks his body.
Does anyone react to this?
I mean, I'm still technically around the corner, so I can't even see what's happening until it actually hits Briggs.
You see kind of Briggs seems to be breathing just barely, and then a firebolt strikes directly into the forehead of Briggs and kind of bores into the skin and the flesh as Briggs dies. What you expect to see some gray matter and stuff, you actually see this kind of white puss, like melted marshmallow gunk kind of spill out a bit. And nothing like something you'd find inside human flesh.
Curious.
What the fuck?
We've been had.
So these aren't even the children?
Edward, explain yourself now.
I wanted to cremate the Kova boy to give him a performance cremation, as most performers wants to go out in a bang. And there was no bones or blood. It was just this puss.
Can I do a medicine check on him?
Yeah.
Like, try to figure out if he's a person?
Sure, yeah, you can give me a medicine check. Maybe kind of examining the liquid that's come out and stuff like that, the wound and the general body. As you kind of look over Briggs' body, it appears to be human in every way. The physique and kind of the skin feel and the eyes and the ears and stuff. You can only check the tongue. But as you kind of look a bit deeper into the wound, maybe even kind of slit the skin a bit deep, it looks like kind of melted marshmallow, like this white kind of sugary smelling substance kind of pouring out of the wound. Which is definitely not normal for humans.
Looks like you're right.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Then what? I'm gonna try and squeeze past Monroe and move down this. Move down. I'll make the acrobatics checks.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, it says D4 damage.
You're able to do so. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna push past everyone, and I'm gonna head back toward Shaoliki's body.
Yeah, as you get to about, and you would have seen a door by the way in that hallway that you fell, and you came back out, and Winter, you'd see that door to the north. But as you get back to about right here, Dimitri, maybe you're kind of moving pretty quick, so you don't take a quite of a good glimpse at it. But what you see to the north is like a wall has been blown to bits, and like shattered glasses over here. It looks like an explosion is kind of happened to the north over here. Keep going. I'm sorry, but you're able to make
Okay.
it back to Shaliki.
Nice attention
Yeah.
to detail then.
Yeah, I'll move up to her and then, like kneel down and like cut her forearm, I guess, and see if it's like the other one.
Indeed, as you cut kind of cut a deep gash, that silvery, kind of white, sugary substance kind of pours out, melted marshmallow.
All right. And in which case, I'll by myself. But now, oh shit, I don't even know which way. Oh, I went that way. Okay.
Go west.
Yeah, I'll move up here a little bit, just kind of, slowly with the boom gun out, pointing it at the hole, just to peek it.
Yeah, what you see in this little area right here is a kind of a room that was completely enclosed in, but now it's kind of broken and shattered, and an explosion kind of blew it apart. But what you do see inside, there's not much inside, but there are three things. What you see first is a brass brooch in the shape of a smiling mouth. A brooch, I'm sorry. Sometimes my wife laughs at me how I enunciate things. Uh, Bundle of tulip bulbs, 50 gold pieces in value. And a 1 pound bag of salt. That's what you see in the room, Dimitri.
All right, I've been picking up all the other random crap that we've been finding just in case for some reason, but I'll pick this stuff up.
Okay, yeah, you were to collect a bunch of the stuff. It looks like the mirror maze kind of continues along, yeah, um, but your party does lie to the west.
I'll go. I'll move back to the party.
All right. Um, yeah, then Dimitri, you rejoin the party, and maybe you share your revelation with him. Oh, I'll shift your tokens because you're in a maze.
I can. I knew where to go. I was typing in the stuff from the
Oh, okay,
chat. So
cool, no worries.
it's hard to chat, move, and type at the same time.
No worries. Perhaps this will be a good point to take our short rest then, as we kind of regroup with this new stunning revelation of these adult children. Their marshmallowy flesh inside. Yeah, but let's take our break. We'll come back at 37 minutes past the hour. Cool. Welcome back, everyone. Good break. Let's move right back into things at the funhouse. You having fun yet?
No.
The party's a bit split, but not really. There's a cylindrical, spinning, rotating tube between Winrel and the rest of us as we've made this revelation that the insides of these adult versions of the children we so fondly remember, so fondly rescued, well, three of us that are present, have a weird sugary substance instead of blood and guts inside.
Well, frankly, it's both disturbing and relieving.
Your wards may still yet be alive.
Oh, good. Sorry, wrong voice. Real good. No, I won't feel bad about blasting these marshmallow people away.
Ada starts wiping some of your blood with a handkerchief, and Edward would say, perhaps you all need a rest. I don't know if you guys took one last session. You guys look very injured now. I don't know if you guys could do another short rest, or you just came out of one of the last session. And it seems we've taken a lot of damage in that scuffle.
Oh. Do you think there's anywhere to rest?
Well, here might be fine. There's the tubes protecting us from that one side, and then there's only a tunnel on this side that I could watch with my beta puppet. I don't really need to rest at this moment, so I can watch over you guys while you lick your wounds.
I'll try to make my way back to the park.
Yeah, I'll need a couple acrobatics checks, I'm sorry.
By the way, Winro, I believe I saw some stuff towards the north if you want to see if there's something there. Over here on my ping or point.
Wait, before I come back?
As you're gonna move down the tunnel, you get caught up in maybe this whole situation has got you a little bit distracted, and you fall and you get twisted and you kind of rotate down the tube. But then I need another acrobatics right here.
Try rolling to the left. You can do it. Hey.
That is a pass. You can choose where to move if you wish, but Elward is telling you there's some stuff that way. Do you want to continue down the way or step into that little kind of closet? It's not really a closet, it's more just like a little side room.
Perhaps you could stop this mechanism.
There we go. Yeah, I'll continue. I just was resetting the browser. Another roll.
And you ignore the side room with the stuff in it?
Oh, yeah, I'll go there. Yep, sure.
No worries. What you do see in there is a bit of strange things. The first thing you see is a furl of paper with Happy Jack's jingle music notes written on it.
Cool. Okay, I'll definitely take that.
And the second thing you see is a 6-inch tall porcelain collectible figurine of Briggs.
I will take that. And Dimitri has the one of Shillelagh, if I recall.
Correct, Shaliki.
Yeah.
Shaliki. Shillelagh, that's a
Shillelagh
thing.
I like Shillelagh.
Okay. Anything else?
That is all of note in this little side room.
Okay, I'll try to embarrass myself again.
Cool. I'll need a couple acrobatics. And you would have taken 3 bludgeoning damage from the first fall. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Another bludgeoning as you get tripped up and roll this way.
I think but do I get the heavy armor master reduction?
I would still do one at minimum, so 1 both times.
I'll reach out and try and grab Runwell and help her out. So like,
Oh yeah, you can have advantage at this this last acrobatics. And you get dragged out with the help of Dimitri. So you guys are going to attempt a short rest here?
It's up to the party.
If we're going to try and short rest in here, so far this is probably the best place just because of these rotating tunnels.
I could do for a spell.
Unless we go back to the front room, which is bigger.
This is fine. Let's get Dimitri feeling better.
Alright. As we kind of buckle down for a short rest, Elward, we roll a d20 for me, please. Yeah, you have a successful short rest. You can enjoy your short rest, spend your hit die, recover any abilities to come back after a short rest.
All right. So at the beginning of the short rest, I'll use my second wind.
The whole time you're resting, you kind of see the rotating wheel just mesmerizingly spinning and rotating. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What were the odds of that? How did I possibly roll 4 threes in a row? Like, seriously, what are the odds of
You would have had a 1 out of 6 chance, and then a 1 out of 6 chance, and then a 1 out.
Yeah, to do it 3 times in a row though, it like extrapolates. So
Yeah.
it'd be something crazy.
4 times.
Oh, 4 times, yeah.
And whenever you guys are ready, feel free to continue on. Mirror maze to our right, wheel of fun to our left.
Let's just go break up that mirror maze. I've had enough whirly-twirly rides.
Well, what do we know so far? The children are seemingly alive, or at least not the creatures we have seen them.
I think we have very little information. We found 2 of these small dolls. Those seem at least worth bringing with us.
I mean, there might be something further to the west, past the tubes. I think the tubes are here, more as a The defense was further west, but I'm fine with going wherever the party decides. But I believe our destination's west, maybe.
You just want to see me fall again.
No, maybe.
Okay, well,
But
let's
it's
push
not just
on then.
we all had our missteps on that tube, so it's okay.
To the tubes.
Is there a way that if we go like if we know we're going into the tubes and try to hold our balance, it'd be easier to go through?
Yeah, I'll give you. I mean, you guys have kind of played with this and watched it and been mesmerized by it. I'll make it one check for the whole segment, and I'll give you advantage on it.
Okay.
Wow, that's very generous.
But if you do fail, something special is going to happen.
All right. I like these odds.
All right, I'll go first since I suggested we go through there.
I'm a gambling man.
As you kind of look
High
down,
stakes.
as you look down the tube, kind of considering your odds, you do see that in between it looks like the path kind of juts to the north, and then down the next segment of the rotating tube, there's the path segments to the north and the south, and then breaks into a whole other room at the far west end of the second segment.
Okay, so the second segments are go. Dimitri, when you were in that first segment, did you see anything?
You would have seen a door towards the northern hallway, into the hallway after the.
Oh, the middle point? Yeah, there's a door to the north.
Okay. I guess we leave.
Oh
Oh
no!
no.
It looks like Winrel, you kind of step in, and it seems like the whole funnel system speeds up a bit, and you get ricocheted all the way down to the middle point, and you get quite beat up.
Oh no.
Taking 7, so 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Are you okay, Winrow?
Oh,
I was
I knew
hoping
we
to
should
go
have broken
first.
the mirrors.
I was hoping to go first. That way I would give you a few tips. All right, allow me. Hopefully I
So what
make
you
it
see,
through as well.
what you see as you kind of
Right.
look down the way, Winrail, there's a door to your north, and then there's like the segment to the north and south right here. The one to the south slopes down at about a 40-degree angle.
Careful, Winrow. I'm going to make my descent.
Oh boy. Apparently I thought that was blood gush worthy. Okay, so the next. Okay, this way is sloping down. Well, I don't want to go through any more tubes, so I want to go north.
You make it just fine, Elward, as you kind of skip through.
All right. I may be chubby, but I will try this.
Yeah, try to go with the flow. With the flow.
Ooh. Nisia and Dimitri, you both make it. Nisha just barely, bit haphazardly, but you make it. Dimitri, you make it through with flying colors.
Even though this place gave me a few pounds, I'm still very dexterous.
Oh, and as you kind of move through, Dimitri, you kind of, as you like stumble through the tunnel with expert dexterity, you notice that it's like the weight falls off of you. You as you step through the final segment of this tube, you're back to your normal size. No longer heavy set Dimitri, but regular old Dimitri.
All right. I was gonna say, I think you were in a different channel, but I said that David and Rebecca. I was like trying to take the game seriously while trying to make that voice. It was very difficult.
I can imagine.
Go follow it to last session. Go 1-on-1 against Straw with that voice. Oh, did we check rigs for anything? I'm sure that everything we bring back will probably disintegrate knowing this. Having history with places like these. Oh, this is hooks intact. This hooks might be a useful tool.
Oh, Briggs has pretty much just two fishing hooks, fishing rods and hooks, and some basic fishing supplies.
That'll be useful in our journey. Sure, I'll take those. Might maybe make for a nice grappling hook or some food along the way. Okie dokie. When are you gonna open the door? You want Ada to do it? I don't know if you want to be a part of the thick of things or Ada would prefer not to, but I'll let Ada open the door.
She opens the door, and you're immediately kind of slapped with the flashing light of halogen bulbs, blinding strobes as they blink, crank to a kid's cartoon nightmare level. The room itself has colorful murals of kids playing games and having fun all over the walls. They kind of little blurbs painted where they're speaking. The little phrases say, "I never want to leave. At Happy Jack's, why go home? The best fun in all of Barovia. Can I be a clown when I grow up? Let's stay forever." But what you see specifically beyond here is a ball pit. A pretty huge ball pit, in fact. 5-foot wide pass surrounds a large pit filled with blue, yellow, green, and red balls the size of apples. A soft boom is heard originating from under the balls. Then something moves, causing the balls to shuffle about. And then, like, you kind of keep an eye on it, and it looks like kind of shuffles a bit more, and then a bit more. So something is like walking beneath the balls.
That might be a bit dangerous. I'll have Ada walk up a little bit further and be prepared for anything. And I see there's a few doors around here.
Indeed, you see a set of double doors to your west, a single door to the north, and it looks like there's a little alcove with a set of double doors to your east.
Alright. I need to move forward if I'll move forward. I'll go through too so the party can go through.
As more of you move in, you kind of see the movement kind of seems to be over here, and then kind of shuffling its way over here, and so on. And like a little pop, little boom, little pop, little boom, etc.
Is anyone in the ball pit? Hello?
You hear oink oink.
Oh.
You hear like a pig noise.
Did we save a little pig from the werewolves? Oh, was there a porky pig? Was there a porky kid amongst the kids that we saved? I believe there was one.
I think that was Dallin.
Wow, you're really good with these kids' names.
I wrote them all down.
Oh.
I think that was Dallin, and we already met him. He was the sleepy one.
Would Dimitri say that out loud, or?
Yeah, oh yeah. If
Because Elroy was asking in character.
Oh yeah, I'd just be like, yeah, I think that was Dallin, and we already encountered that kid.
We can't play if you don't show yourself.
After one specific little boom, you kind of see a bit more rustling, and then like just the tip of an ear comes out of the like over the surface of the balls, and it looks like a little tiny pink fuzzy ear pointed. and then it kind of disappears back beneath the balls, and you hear more like pig noises and like another boom.
Anyone's got any food? Or we could just go around.
Where'd the ear pop up?
This creature doesn't seem to be threatening right now.
But then you kind of see the balls shuffling. It looks like it's moving back towards the west. And then back towards the north. And kind of a circle.
I'd like to reach out with a mage hand and just and start like maybe like ruffling some balls over in the...
Yeah, I mean, there's like 3,000 multicolored balls of kind of a weird material. As maybe you pick one up. Where are you throwing it?
Just over in this area. I'd just like to see if like if disturbing the balls causes any sort of rust.
Yeah, you hear kind of like a squeal and the pig moves. As you toss the ball and it lands back into the pit, it pops and you see a little flash of fire as it kind of the ball explodes as it hits another ball. And it kind of makes that booming sound you've been hearing.
Perhaps we should leave this room. Might be a bit dangerous if we stay for too long.
Remember, the burgomaster said pigs were disappearing in the town.
Yeah, but we shouldn't concern ourselves with pigs. We should find whoever's in charge of this funhouse. But for now, I feel safer if we're not in this room. And this is a double door towards my west.
It is.
Okay, I'll give the door a quick look, see if there's anything strange about it, like any sort of mechanism, like above the door frame or...
Yeah, sure. You can give me perception or investigation. Either one's fine. But just generally, it looks like a kind of a wooden door with those murals of the kids playing kind of plastered over it. Nothing stands out to you.
Okay, Ada might take one for the team. Ada will attempt to open a double door.
She opens it up, and what she sees inside, still some like the same kind of wall paintings and stuff, but you see 5 crates containing like scrap-made blankets sewn from discarded and lost and found children clothes, and you see a large fun slide descending down. I'll give you more description. Actually, yeah, you can see it. It's pretty bright in there. It's incredibly bright, in fact, like this blinding, blinking strobes. You see a multicolored slide built for racing that leads down into the darkness. A red lane with the word ketchup painted in big block letters with a childish hand is on the far left. The one in the middle with a yellowed mustard lane in the middle. And of course, a green relish to the right.
There seems to be some sort of transportation system. I believe I've come across one or two of these. A slide, perhaps. I know they're mostly used for packages, but I've seen people ride them for thrills and fun. It wasn't my thing, though. Ketchup, mustard, and relish. So...
And the slide looks like it descends a little bit farther than the map shows.
Yeah. Do kids even like mustard nowadays? I know relish. Kids don't like greens. Ketchup might be the safe bet. But do you guys want to try the other rooms, or do you want to give this sort of strange slide a try? Might be a trap, but we'll never know.
Maybe Winrel and Dimitri kind of still stumped by this ball pit, and the popping.
Sorry.
Twice have I had the opportunity to look lower in this funhouse, and neither time was it an appealing prospect to go there. So I'm going to vote no on the slide.
Very well. There's still other rooms. Let's try the north one then. But we'll just remember, if we're out of options, that there's a slide here.
It kind of seemed like Nisha was curious about the ball pits, as kind of standing over it. Maybe just for the briefest moment, you kind of see a really proper boom, and you get the catch of the top, the cranium of this cute little pink pig. And then it kind of disappears back beneath the balls.
As a character, it's just a pig, but as a player, I think it's one of those, what's that fish that has the light over its head? And that it lures other fish with its light, and then it eats it when it comes to the light.
Anglerfish?
Anglerfish, yeah. As a player, that's all I see. But as a character, it's a cute little piggy. I'm gonna make my way to the north.
Dimitri, did you have your thoughts about the slide?
Oh yeah, if Dimitri
Sorry.
had input, then I would have stayed to listen to it.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was typing stuff in. I had some messages coming. Everyone went down the slide.
Oh no. I was asking if that'd be something of interest, but or would you prefer to search around more?
Oh no. Yeah, if you guys didn't go, I'm not going. I don't really feel like taking a slide. Is it like super slow?
It looks pretty quick. I mean, it doesn't look like crazy quick. Like you could change lanes if you had to, but it looks like you would go pretty fast.
I don't know if you heard, but Elward would have said that ketchup might have been the way to go, because kids, I don't think, like mustard and relish. Or maybe that's what they want you to think.
Well, if nobody else wants to go, I don't really have a hard feeling on taking the ketchup mustard relish slide. Right.
Hot
Sorry,
dog.
I was type stuff in.
No worries, no worries.
But investigate the door. I feel like there might be some scary mechanism that might push us back into the ball pit. So
Yeah, go for it.
that's why I'm a little bit cautious for this time around. As everyone's expressed that there's been traps and stuff. Yeah, the past session.
Yeah, indeed, go for it. Yeah, you look it over. You're pretty certain there's no traps. It's kind of one of those wood doors with the plaster over it again. Looks like you could swing it open, no problem, or pull it open.
Sure, hey, to pull it open.
You're able to do so, and you come into kind of a the strobe lighting stops, and the walls are kind of just barren a bit, but you are able to kind of see this wooden corridor. Looks like there's a door at the end of the way, and it splits left and right.
It's a corridor towards the back. Might be towards the backstage or changing rooms. Might be something there that might give us a clue. You guys fine with this? Or do you want to try that double door out towards the east?
Yeah, well, yes, let me go have a listen at those ones. I'll just have a listen at the double doors.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Wow, okay. What you hear quite a bit, in fact.
Feeling refreshed from not being fat anymore. Get all the lard that's been in his ears apparently is gone.
There's a bit of like kind of like a grinding noise, and you hear the screech of an old. I mean, I'll give it to you with a 26. You hear the Vistani crone's voice that you heard outside. Windred, be ready for any guest. Keep an eye out. I'll give the word.
All right. I will quickly motion to everybody to just get ready, and then legit, I'm gonna boot this door open and just start firing.
All right. Go ahead and start rolling initiative after you guys. Let me know when you're placed properly, where you want to be for this encounter.
So anyway,
Okay, cool. All right. So you boost open this door, and what you see behind it, you see this wheel-shaped room is 40 feet wide. 4 purple globes hang near the 15-foot tall ceiling, their purplish lights creating glowing white splotches on your armor and clothing. A 10-foot tall cylindrical wooden platform stands in the middle of the room. The walls are covered in glowing neon paintings of the astral universe and glowing footprints, both child and adult-sized. You see, kind of throughout the room are on top of the dais, in fact, there is Reaver, the Vistani crone that forced you into this fun. And another one of those children. It looks like Windred, the bedeckled a friend of Thalon that kind of gave hope. He's it looks male professional, high collar, jerkin, and grim demeanor. It looks like maybe a professor of sorts, but he's standing over this lever, and as you kind of boost open the door, he kind of points, but they're a bit surprised. Alright, and let's turn on some boss music. Mini boss music.
dun, 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 dun.
Dimitri, you're the first to react. You kicked open the door, and you see the Vistani Chrome behind it, up on this dais, 10 feet up.
You gotta take a 5 step just so I can see a little bit. Then I'm gonna start blasting. Gonna use the grip point on the first shot. Do violent shot. Oh, it worked. And then another. I forgot to turn on violent shot. Let me roll a d10 for that one.
As oh no, she can't take reactions because she's surprised.
So that was the first one. I do another violent shot.
17. 11 is a miss, unfortunately.
I'll use a luck on that one.
What's your second? Your luck? Oh, 27 is definitely a hit.
And then I'm going to action surge. And 2 more shots coming out. One with violent and one without.
Go for it. 16 is a miss. You're shooting at the Reaver, right? At the Vistani Corone.
Yeah.
16 is a miss.
All right. Oh man.
Oh, 14 is a miss.
That was that. Action surge. That's
Cool. Windred is surprised. He looks like he's kind of pointing, and then he looks down at the lever that's attached to the dais, the top of the dais, and like moving towards it, but he is surprised. Elward. As you see through Ada what's going on beyond.
I yell to the party, the boy's going for something. I'll stop him. I'll shoot the firebolt at at the well-dressed gentleman.
Go for it. 9 is a miss, unfortunately.
Oh man, Firebolt's not doing its work today. Let's see. I'm going to move a little bit, as long as it is within 30 feet of me. There you go. Let's spread out a little bit. And I'll use, yep, that's the turn. That's unfortunate.
Winrell, your turn as you kind of look upon this room as well.
Okay. I will attempt to make it all the way onto the platform.
Okay. The platform is 10 feet up.
Then I will not do that. My bad.
No worries.
You
You could try to climb it, but it's just difficult terrain.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try to climb it
Okay.
before they hit that lever.
Okay. So it's difficult terrain, so it would take 20 feet of movement to get up. I think you'd have to dash.
Yes, so I will go ahead and do that.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, just to see if you can do it. Yeah, you pull it off, no problem.
Woof. I turned that advantage. Okay. Okay, so once I am up there, at least I will go ahead and cast spiritual weapon.
Nice. And you can drag and drop it wherever you feel best.
Okay, and I am gonna cast that at a level 3.
8 is going to be a miss, unfortunately. But you do have the weapon out.
Yes, I will drag it. I'll go ahead and end my turn now.
Reaver is surprised as she kind of turns, and her big smile turns into a big frown. She bares her rotten teeth at you all. Nesia.
I will walk up and peek around the corner. And I will cast a ray of frost at the crone.
Oh no.
Ooh. Just getting all those out.
Gonna peek around and fire out. Maybe it's been an odd angle. Go ahead and roll a fumble. Didn't roll high enough. Just a miss.
No, pass turn.
Dimitri, your turn as you kind of fire out at Reaver. Struck her once, missed a couple other times. No, struck her twice.
All right, this time just 2 at normal at her. Final 2 bullets in the chamber.
19 and 17 are, well, as she fires, if you fire out the first time, she kind of cackles. You can't touch this! And you see her cast shield, and both become misses.
In that case, I will. I'll move 10 feet here and then try and climb up.
Cool, cool. I'll need an athletics check, and it'll be difficult terrain.
Nope.
No, unfortunately, it's too slick. There's not really good handholds. It can't find the path that Windrail took up.
All right. In that case, yeah, it's my turn.
Windred is going to go. On his first turn, he's going to pull and activate the lever. And as it does so, the room begins to spin a bit, and the walls spin, and you feel a bit of force kind of pull back on you, Ada and Dimitri. I need strength saving throws from both of you.
Oh man, strength.
Both are fine. It's not that strong of a pull. And the room is rotating, and you see Windred kind of step over towards you, Winrail. And he's going to use his action to try to shove you.
I thought as much.
So I need it's contested athletics, or you can acrobatics to dodge it actually as well. Acrobatics or athletics. Oh! He pushes you 5 feet back, and you fall 10 feet down. And I need a strength saving throw as you fall into the room, and you begin to get pulled back, kind of pulled, feel gravity kind of hit you. I need a strength saving throw, Winwell.
Ugh, sorry. I'm just having the worst time with roll 20.
Yeah, you hold your own, no problem. The gravitational force does not affect you. Elwer, becomes your turn.
Okay. I will read, I saw her do a similar spell that Straw did that was blocking attacks.
Indeed.
Yeah. Alright, so knowing that it's going to be harder to hit her, I'll keep focusing on the well-dressed gentleman. I'm playing a character that Elward does not know any of the kids' names,
Cool.
as he was quite distant. Yep, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at him.
Now you see that the dais isn't spinning, but the rest of the room is. 13 is not a hit.
Wow, what an unfortunate session today. I have to switch up my attack. That's unfortunate. That's the turn, I guess. Nisha, if you have any strong spells to hit the both of them, it might be useful. She's using a spell to protect her from attacks.
And becomes your turn, Winrel. Your spiritual weapon is still up there, but you are not, unfortunately.
Right.
Did you take the 1 bludgeoning from the fall?
Oh, sorry. I will try to climb back up again.
Cool. It's a little harder this time, but you can still do it at difficult terrain. I'll need an athletics check. Unfortunately, that's not going to get it, as it doesn't take your action, but you're not able to climb up the wall.
Okay. I have a question. If I casted spirit guardians, what would happen with the ones that would potentially be in the wall?
Can you ask that to me one more time? Sorry.
If I were to cast spirit guardians, what would happen? Like the ones that in theory would be in the wall, because they would be surrounding me.
They would still be in the wall, technically, because you have your. It's like a 10-foot aura. So Spirit Guardians is kind of cool that way. Like it would like go around the door, kind of thing.
Okay, so then when I climbed up, they would come with me. Is that right?
Right. If it's the aura is centered on you.
Got it. Okay, cool. Then I'll just go ahead and cast that then.
Okay. And it's is it what's 10 foot, 20, 15 foot?
At 15 feet, yeah.
Cool.
And I will try to just slash out at the last known hag location with the hand.
Cool. Go for it. You can kind of see her stomping around a triangle. That is definitely a hit as you smack into Reaver.
Boom! That was a good one.
That was a really big hit. Anything else in your turn, Winrow?
That is it.
All right. Reaver. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. She... Oh, okay, I see. She doesn't have her coven with her, thank goodness. But she can still cast some stuff. All right. Reaver is going to kind of point down towards you, Winrel, as you've kind of smacked her heavily with this hand. My dearie, yeah, let's see how you fare as things get turned up a bit. She's going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement. Let's see. That's actually what 18 to hit is...
Nope,
not a hit. The ray goes array and doesn't hit you. And then she presses a button on the end, like in the center of the dais. Elward and Nisha would have the best, and Ada. You'd see the balls in the pit begin to kind of sink, and you hear like clunk, 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 clunk. Nisha, becomes your turn.
Who is the Raven Field aimed at?
The Raven Feeble was aimed at Winrel and missed.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna peek my head around the corner again, and this time I will say, "Cover your eyes," and I will cast a hypnotic pattern. Now it's 30 feet. It's a radius, but can I center it on a point I can't see, or like do I need to center it like here kind of thing?
It needs to be within your range and a point you can see.
Yeah, so it's 120 feet. So I assume I could technically see like the back
yeah.
of the like the
you
back
could,
of the.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I will do that. DC 16 Wisdom.
Nice. Let me give it to you. Windred fails. and Reaver has advantage on her save. And passes because of her magic resistance. But
Makes sense.
you see Windred kind of look towards you. Oh, pretty colors. I want to see more of that. More.
And I'll just shout, "Whatever you're going to do it quickly." And I'll end my turn there.
Your turn, Dimitri.
All right. Do I have to do anything because the floor is moving right now?
At the end of the round, the room begins spinning quicker and quicker. You see kind of a hole in the bottom of the dais. Little balls from the ball pit come spilling out. You see about 100 of them spill out this round. And I need a strength saving throw from both Winrail and Dimitri. You keep your ground? And as well as you, Winrail, neither of you are affected by the additional gravitational force.
Okay, so because it's spinning, I'm assuming I'm just like planting my feet. Would I have moved around at
The dynamics of this room is confusing to how this would affect your movement. But I think yes. I think the way I'm imagining it, yes. You'd be like rotating over and over and over and over again. But the dais itself is standing still. So you could technically let yourself get kind of rotate if you'd like.
Yeah, because I'm assuming because it's strength, not acrobatic. So I feel like you're just planting and staying.
Right.
So
yeah.
So for 2 rounds of spinning, would you say that I could it'd be about here or something, 10 feet around or whatever?
Yeah.
I've been spinning twice now.
Yeah. Each round you're probably rotating multiple times. It's kind of like imagine those fair rides that's like a spaceship and it spins really fast and sucks you to the back wall.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. Well, I'll do that. Yeah. Then if it. I just gotta climb up. Either way.
Okay, cool. It'll be a little harder even now. But I'll need an athletics check.
Oh shit. I don't have inspiration. Okay, let's go.
That would have been good enough, but
okay,
it is.
I'm gonna use luck.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, come on!
It's not good enough, unfortunately.
I have something I want to do. I'm gonna move. Screw it. I'm gonna move you here. Can I see her?
Yeah, it's 10 feet up. So with a little bit of distance, you can kind of see her crushed over, kind of pointing down at Winrail.
Okay, I want to use the boom gun. Pull that out. Try and hit her with it, and try and push her 10.
Nice. It's like a dex save, right? Instead of an attack roll. Or am I wrong on that?
It is. No, it's the same. Use dexterity or whatever to shoot it, but there's a strength save to avoid being pushed.
Oh, okay, yeah, thank you.
So it's I'm just gonna roll. I forgot to put it into my thing, so I'll just roll a d20 plus 8. Nope. I'm gonna assume that's a miss.
You need a. No, that's not. A 17 is a hit. Yeah.
That's
17.
Oh, 17?
Yeah, that's a hit. No, but then as it gets ready to hit, she kind of waves her hands a bit. You can't hit me.
Oh, God, I hate shields so much.
Especially if their AC is already high.
I know. Well, then I will reload because I gotta reload something. I'll reload Matilda with my second attack, and That is my turn.
So Windred is charmed. Charmed just... Is it charmed specifically to...
He's incapacitated and his speed.
Incapacitated and have a speed of 0. Nice. Yeah, he can't do anything. He's incapacitated. He's just kind of looking at the lights. Does he make a saving throw at the end of his turn, or is it
Actually, no. The spell ends if it takes any damage or someone else uses an action to shake it out of its stupor.
Nice.
That's a nice word. Stupor.
That's Windred. Elward becomes your turn.
Oh man, now that this shield's up, it's gonna be annoying. And it has magic resist. Interesting. But yeah, keep forcing her to use spell slots. We'll eventually hit her. Let's see. That's a con save. Yeah, might as well just keep shooting firebolts at her. Try to whittle her down a bit. Keep making her use shields after every round. Sure, that's the strat. Alright, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at her. Oops, I keep opening my page when I should be opening the betas. Nah, I'm probably not gonna hit with shield.
Unfortunately, it's not a hit. Because of the shield.
She's gonna eventually run out of spell slot, so that's my turn. Yes. Actually, oh no, because the room's gonna keep spinning. And Winrow's gonna eventually move. Alright, nope, that's my turn.
Winrel becomes your turn.
Okay. I will rinse and repeat.
Come on. 13 is not good enough anymore, unfortunately, this round.
I cannot roll for shit. I will swing at the hag again.
Go for it. Twelve is a miss.
Stellar turn.
Still tries.
Reaver's looking around the room at you, spinning over and over and kind of clapping her hand. She's gonna continue to focus on Winrel. She's gonna try another.
Wisdom save.
Oh yeah, thank you, Spirit Guardians. She's within it. She saves, so she takes half damage. Go ahead and roll a damage for your Spirit Guardians, Winrel.
Okay.
I guess I should have done that for Windred too.
Ooh, I forgot about Winrow. Consider.
Oh yeah. I forgot about Spirit Guard.
Go ahead and roll damage twice. We'll say Windred was kind of like get himself caught up on the first one, on that last turn. So she's gonna take. We'll apply it as it should have been applied.
Oh, so the Spirit Guardians do affect them up on the platform?
Yeah, because they're still within their radius.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to ask before, but I figured since they were...
As long as they can see them or they get hit by spirit.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
She's going to step out of the aura over to this edge of the platform, and before she does, she casts out her ray of enfeeblement towards you, Winrel. and miss again.
Nope.
And
That
is,
extra point in AC from my last level has been clutch.
Yeah. Nisha, becomes your turn.
All right. I will poke my head around the corner, and I will actually shoot a ray of frost over at.
As the
That
ray
ain't
fires
gonna
out,
work.
it doesn't make contact.
All right, that's all I got right now.
At the start of the next round, the room begins to spin faster and faster. More of the balls from the ball pit come flying out. In fact, you see something strange come flying out. A pig. A little pig, a little cute pig comes flying out of the ball pit tube right here, all tossed and turned and upset. Oink Fat honks at you and snorts in quite an upset manner as he's kind of rolling around on the ground, not getting his balance. Dimitri and Winrel, I need strength saves from both of you, and I'm gonna give Oink Fat needs a strength save too. No, he's gonna fail. Winrel, you save. Dimitri, you fail as you get slammed across the wall, and you're prone and like kind of stuck on the wall as the gravity takes you off your feet and presses you against the wall. So happens to Oinkfat. Winrel, you can barely hold your ground. Dimitri, this is the situation you find yourself in as more and more ball pits, balls kind of flying into the air, and you're pressed against the wall. What do you do?
Stand up.
You can't. You're pressed against the wall. Gravity's holding you against the wall, prone.
So the wall is spinning too?
The whole room except the dais.
Okay.
As you kind of look up, you see the ceiling is no longer there. It's kind of like this gray cloud of electricity, and you kind of see like into elemental planes. You see like the little glimpse of like this brass city with fire all around it. A plane full of darkness and eyes kind of looking out. Another plane with tentacles just reaching out, trying to grasp you, and so on and on.
I can't turn myself on the wall, so I'm like in at least an upward position.
You can't, unfortunately. Well, you could, but you'd still be like prone, kind of on the wall. The prone condition essentially is applied.
I can't try and get off the wall.
No, not this turn, unfortunately.
Okay. Then I reloaded Matilda. Let's give her a couple shots then with disadvantage.
Oh no.
I'm gonna last luck point that.
Go for it. And it would be a hit, but she uses her final shield as she kind of cackles, and the magic comes up once more. Not yet, dearie.
That's it.
Windred is no longer charmed, but he's still in the Spirit Guardians. So here's a wit save. Super fail. And go ahead and roll Spirit Guardians damage, Winroll.
I'm trying.
A 5. Well.
Oh wait, I didn't get the I didn't get the extra, right? Oh no, I didn't cast. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, the weapon is at a higher cast.
Yeah.
Wintred kind of looks down at you. You see, the proper way of casting that spell is like this. And he kind of gives you a really professorial instruction on how to cast spiritual weapon. As a kind of a spectral hand pops out, but misses you. Perhaps this will be more of your taste. Really, a calculus into the flame. And then he cast this spell as cantrip, Sacred Flame, at you, Winrel. Dexterity save, please. And then he's going to step out of your aura. You save. You. He needs to listen to you as a lecturer. Elward, becomes your turn.
Okay. I haven't been able to hit anything today, but let's switch it up to Ray of Frost onto Windrill. Windred, my bad. Ooh, actually, one sec. Let me do a little bit of the math here. Oh, they're in range. It's not the best cantrip, but it's something different. Ada is actually going to shoot something, but it's not a fire or ice this time. It's going to be acid, as she casts acid splash on both targets who are next to each other.
Nice. Windred fails.
Ooh, weak damage. Oh, that's DC 16 now. Gotta update that. She passes.
Windred takes a little bit of an acid burn. Ah!
And then I'll tell Winrow to circle around the dais as they're on the other side to hit him with your spell, or you could try to climb up, and I'll try to point you to the right direction and how to climb it. And that's my turn.
Becomes your turn, Winrel.
Yeah, I'm gonna I am gonna just try to move around.
You can, since you passed your save.
Okay, cool.
Just make sure you say you don't. The piggy's not an enemy unless you want to kill the piggy.
Okay.
Well,
I
she would
will
ha-
not kill the piggy. And I will try for the hag.
Go for it. Fortunately, 15 is a miss.
Bah. Okay.
Any actions?
Yeah, action. You can do the Halgrim special.
I guess I could. Yeah, I guess I will try to cast a spell.
You try to climb up with just movement.
No, because I use my movement, and I've tried several times to climb up. I don't know that it's value added at this point. Okay, I'll go for a guiding bolt at her.
Cool, go for it. The shield is still up, but it stops at the start of her turn.
Okay.
Unless you want to hold your action and wait for her shield to go down.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you could say, like, I'm going to hold a Spirit Guardians until I see her do something. I'm going to hold a Guiding Bolt till she does something.
Oh, wait, no, because then it drops your Spirit Guardian, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it'll, yeah. Okay, how about I'll just Sacred Flame at her.
Good choice.
Cool. 19 is a pass.
Okie doke. That's it for real.
On Reaver's turn, the shield does drop, but she's within your Spirit Guardians and needs to give you a Wisdom. 16 is a pass, but he still takes half damage. Go ahead and roll some damage. And she no longer has any rays or shields. She's in trouble. Windred is really the stronger caster. She's just does a lot of effects.
Ooh, still pretty good.
Yeah, she's looking really hurt. She kind of cackles madly as she steps out of the... You've ruined my fun! Happy Jack! He's mine! Him and the children are mine! They will never know what they do for me! And then she casts a spell. The spell.
Boo!
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 I wasted so many attacks on her.
Boop.
That's never fun.
I'm sorry, guys.
Unless Nisha has counterspell?
Does she?
No, I don't.
Well, okay.
Reaver disappears. But
Ooh.
Windred is still here. Nisha, becomes your turn.
I'll poke around the corner and be surprised that Reaver's not there. But I'll see Windred and I'll cast a Ray of Frost.
That is a hit. The poor professorial dude. At the end of the round, tons and tons of these ball pit balls, hundreds of them are out, and they're kind of exploding on the wall. They're not quite hazardous to you yet, but they look like they could be quite deadly soon as these little flares of explosion go off. The gravity is so much now that you have no saving throw, but you're all against the wall, but it's as if the wall itself has become the new floor. You can move about the wall as if it was floor, not prone.
Hamster wheel.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up the wall then, away from the ball.
Cool. As you move towards this kind of electricity, this massive purpley cloud of planar vortex.
Oh, that's right. There's a vortex.
It's
How high is the vortex?
I think it's 40 feet, but let me double check. It's 40 feet. No, 15 foot. 15 feet tall. I'm sorry. It's 5 feet above the dais. 15 foot tall ceiling.
Okay, so how high are the balls stacking up?
They're not like stacking up just yet. But they're like scattered all across the floor though at this point. It looks like the next round of balls will be like cause them to like kind of like shatter everywhere.
The button. Try hitting the button.
It wasn't the button that started the spitting. It was the. I guess I'll shoot. Try and shoot the button to try and stop the balls from coming.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, maybe you can climb up and see the button. You kind of see the mechanism. Go for it. I'll just let's give it an AC of 15. Yeah, that's a hit. As you fire out, and the control panel of the ball pit breaks and shatters and gives you that nice little electrical zap. And you see the balls begin to kind of stop pouring out. Oink Fat gives you a big kind of triumphant snort, and but there's hundreds of balls still in the pit, in the circling, rotating room.
Can I shoot the lever to hit it? Like change the lever, or is the lever?
The lever is switched to on, kind of like it's like an upright lever that you can like push like 40, like maybe I don't know, probably not 45 degrees, but like 30 degrees one way or 30 degrees the other way to turn it on and off. You could try shooting it.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna give this one an AC of 17.
Alright.
That's a hit, and as you do so, once again, kind of the the room begins to stop spinning as it kind of slows down a bit. Both you and Winrail kind of flop to the ground a bit, and Oink Fat does as well. Oink Fat doesn't land upright because he's a goofy pig. But the planar vortex seems to be just enraged, still kind of bubbling overhead.
Right,
so the spinning will stop.
All right, now that I'm on the ground, I'm gonna move over here and. Oh wait, no, I moved. I can't climb up. Never mind. I used too much movement. Then that is it for me.
Cool. Windred's turn. Windred is in the spell, so he needs to give you a whiz save. That'll be a pass.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage though, because he'll still take half.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Oof. Windred is going to man, he is going to panic a bit. That's not a good way to do about things. Error compute. And cast a spell magic at your spirit guardians, and then kind of lay prone on the dais, and then kind of sing out loud, error compute. So spirit guardians will go away. But that is Windred.
Okey-dokey. I'll have Ada go very edge and hold her hand out and give the help action to anyone who needs a hand in the. Is the floor still spinning?
No, it stopped moving.
Oh, okay. Then well, I guess what everyone could do is they wished. If he surrenders, then I won't do anything. So I'll hold an action to firebolt if he tries to attack again. But that's about it. Combat's still going.
Winrail, becomes your turn.
Okay. I will. I'll start with the hand.
Go for it. It has advantage. 14's a hit either way, as your spiritual weapon smacks down, and you kind of bust Windred in the face, and that sugary substance kind of pours out its ears, and that'll be combat.
Is everybody okay?
Actually, did we take any damage when we slammed against the wall?
No.
Oh, surprisingly. Yes, actually, surprisingly, I took no damage. A bit weird spinning around. I do feel a bit nauseous. I'll get over it.
Stop.
This
Oinkfat gives you a assured oink that he's okay, and then begins to go eating, kind of walks over to the nearest little pulpit ball and inhales one, and then you kind of hear a little boom, like a muffled boom, and you see his tummy kind of ripple and kind of like expand for a moment and then go back to normal. And then he proceeds to eat another little ball pit ball, and you hear a boom, and his tummy kind of like, you can see the explosion within the tummy, and on and on.
that's not a healthy diet. I'll scoop up some balls and Well, Ada will scoop up some balls and try to lure the piggy away. Entertain it a little bit, so it's not in the way.
It kind of follows after her greedily. And with making a new pig friend, Oink Fat, and solving, or at least beating Reaver and Windred, we will call session there as we end below the planar vortex.